Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. For this reading, we will look into what is blocking you in love and what challenges you face in manifesting your ideal relationship or your ideal partner. We're going to find out if you're the source of the problems or if it's an issue of timing based on the transits or if there are other challenges. Okay, so we have Group A and we have Group B. Please take a moment to choose your group. This is a blind reading, so I don't know what the cards are going to say. We're going to find out at the same time, okay? So take a moment to choose Group A or Group B, and then I'll get started. Alrighty, let's go to Group A. Okay, Group A, what is going on with you guys? What is challenging you in love? Why haven't you manifested your soulmate, twin flame, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend? What's going on here? What's preventing you from doing that at this time? We have the Six of Swords, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse indicates a lack of patience. And the Six of Swords represents someone disconnecting or detaching from something. So there's like a out of sight, out of mind thing going on here. Or if you don't get what you want when you want it, you're abruptly in the connection. There's a lack of patience here, potentially. So you may have to change your perspective about love and relationships, and like you guys may feel the need to rush, or you may feel like you're running out of time. And so you're not going with the flow. You're not letting things happen naturally. You're not going with the flow. That's what it seems like. With the Six of Swords and the Seven of Earth, you guys may have wasted a lot of time in the past. For example, when you were younger, perhaps you didn't take relationships seriously or you didn't invest in them. Now that you're older, you could be trying to race against the clock. You're feeling a bit nervous or anxious about finding the right partner. And so you're not letting things flow naturally. This is like you meeting someone on the first date and you're already talking about children or moving in together. So someone's racing against the clock and they're pushing away viable partners because they feel like they don't have enough time. Friendship, nurture your relationships. Yeah, there's no friendships here. You're going straight from I just met you at a bar or on social media to let's get married. There's a lack of patience here. You're rushing to commitment without cultivating a healthy relationship or friendship first. You don't have patience for that, or you're like, you don't want to wait for that. You feel like your time is running out. You could have been really picky when you were younger, or you could have dated people who wanted to waste your time when you were younger. Or you didn't really have I think you thought time would always be on your side, but something's telling you now that you gotta hurry up and get married or something like that. And so you kind of rush into commitment. You don't want to wait. Friendship. Uncovering confidence. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. So you guys may be looking to these people or to this person to complete you. So that's where the rush, it's almost like, okay, I have the career, I have the house, I have the car, I have the money, but I'm missing one piece, and that is this person here, or a spouse or lover. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as they're willing to play the role and complete my life, my picture perfect life. So there's a sense of like, okay, I accomplished all my other goals, but I don't have it all. So if I get married, I'll have it all. It doesn't matter who I get married to, as long as I, have everything that society says you're supposed to have. The career, the house, the money, white picket fence, husband, kids. It doesn't matter who fills in that blank or in that space. It doesn't matter. And so there's a rush to get married just for the sake of being in a relationship, and you're pushing people away because you don't have any patience. And you cut people off really quickly. Like, okay, this person doesn't meet my criteria, my standards, or they're taking too long. And I'm not saying like 6, 7, 8 years. Like, you just met the person and you're trying to move in with them and talking about babies and having kids within 3, 4 months. That's kind of putting them off. It's making them feel uncomfortable. They feel like you're using them, that you don't really want them. You just want them to fill in the blank. They're just a piece in your puzzle. They're a part of your plan, but you don't really care about them as an individual. That's the issue that they're having with you. So they can sense your desperation. You have to cultivate friendships with these people first. But some of you guys don't really care about that because you're looking for this person to fill in the blanks, or like to be this missing piece of your life puzzle. So you have like a certain, like almost like Joan from Girlfriends, right? She was so frantic about not being married by the age of 29 or 26 or whatever. She had a life plan, and things weren't going according to plan. So she kind of became desperate at some point, or very picky. She started pushing people away because she was desperate. I think Silas, that was her boyfriend, the dark skinned dude with the thumb head. Was it Silas? I forgot his name. She was dating this dark skinned guy who was a good match for her to an extent, but she was jealous of Tony getting married before her, so she kind of sabotaged that relationship. It wasn't Brock. It was before Brock. The guy before Brock. I forgot his name. But she was so busy trying to compete with other people that she sabotaged an okay relationship. So whoever you're dating, they can sense your desperation, and they sense that you're just using them as a placeholder for your perfect life. That you don't really care about them like that. You're just there to fill in some sort of void. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and limitations. Get out of your own head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. Get out of your head, 6 of Swords. I'm supposed to be married by 31, 32, 35. If I don't get married by this age, then I'm never going to get married and have kids. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. And your heart's not in it. 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. You're just dating these people because it's like a part of your plan. That's it. It's like a job application or interview. You're not looking for like true compatibility or companionship or friendship. You're looking for this piece to your puzzle. This is, I'm going to say selfish, but it's very solipsistic, very individualistic. Like you're looking for your day. I want to have my day. I want to be chosen. It's almost like, what's her name? Tessa Tells. What she went through, she was like, she wanted to have her day or be it to be her turn. It didn't matter who she chose. It's just, I wanted to be a wife. I wanted to be chosen. I wanted to be taken care of. It didn't matter who. It didn't matter if she was compatible with the person. All that mattered is that they were there and they gave her this title and status of being a wife, or they had a baby with her, whatever. So guys could be rushing to get married and have kids because you want this picture perfect life that may not be in alignment with you. Ask yourself what it is that your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. We'll see what the other cards have to say. All right, Spirit guides, I need some more information, please, for Group A. You're not looking for love necessarily. You're looking for, again, a placeholder or someone to do a job, which is either to get married to you or get you pregnant, take you off the market, give you status, make you look good in front of your girlfriends, give you your day. It's very individualistic. It's not really concerned about the quality of the relationship or the viability of the marriage or the relationship overall. And long term is just about you having your day or your moment. The friendship card is here too. Trying to compete with your friends, even if your friend's already married. A lot of women have this issue with competing against other women. What is the problem? All right, spirit guides. I need some more insight, please, for group A. What are their challenges in relationships? Why have they not manifested or attracted a spouse or life partner? Six of Cups. You got the Six here and the Six of Cups. Sentimental things. Let me see. Justice card. Okay. There could have been like childhood trauma associated with marriage. Your parents may not have been married, or they could have had an abusive, tumultuous relationship. The Six of Cups represents like sentimental experiences, our connection to our inner child. This is Venus energy here. Your Venus could be damaged. That's why there's competition with other women. And almost like a one-track minded selfishness here. You want it to be your turn. Life hasn't been fair to you, or hasn't been easy for you. So you feel like you'll feel vindicated. You'll prove everybody wrong who said you weren't good enough, you weren't pretty enough, you weren't smart enough, you weren't deserving of anything. So this is your way of getting justice. You're like trying to avenge your inner child who felt neglected, abandoned, unwanted, unattractive. And so you worked your way up the corporate ladder potentially. You have a lot of money, or you have a good job, a nice house, and now the trifecta is almost complete. You got the career, the house, the finances, and now you want the husband or the spouse to complete the trifecta, because either society told you this, or you felt this way about yourself, that you weren't good enough, you weren't pretty enough, you didn't deserve it. You're trying to redeem yourself or get justice for yourself, to prove something to yourself, to prove you can do it, you are worth something. This is Venus energy. Something's going on with your Venus. You could have like Venus in Capricorn, Venus square Saturn, Venus conjunct Mars, square Mars, potentially Saturn on the ascendant, square Saturn square your sun sign. Like there's an issue with your self-image, your self-esteem, your value, because this is Libra energy. This is Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy is about our personal power. I feel like you believe your personal power was taken from you by society, by culture, by the conditions of your birth and your home environment. Like you are a victim of circumstance. You had to work really hard to get to where you are today. You have the money. I'm not seeing you being broke here. You have money. Or if you don't have any money, or if you're not like stable in your career, you could be looking to this relationship partner to give you that validation. This is validation here. And I mentioned comparison before. Venus is the planet of refinement through comparison. So you're always looking at the other side of the situation, or you're looking at other people, what they have. It's hard to be satisfied with this mentality. You always want more. And I'm not saying you shouldn't want more, but why? Right? Venus, your heart's desires. It says, pay attention to your heart's desires. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. The Justice card doesn't care about your feelings. It's not about your heart here. It's about what's right. So it's almost like there's someone's very calculating. They could be a bit cold, calculating, clinical. It's like they're dating people who, it's like a job application. I'm not saying you should not interview the people you're dating to see if they're a viable partner, but it's almost like this person doesn't really have any value outside of what they can bring to the table for you and like how they fit into your life. You don't really see them as an individual. You see them as a source for your own validation and your own power. And they can sense that in some way. So this is like you trying to heal your inner child by like getting justice. And the justice for you is to like prove the whole world wrong, prove society wrong, prove your parents wrong, your exes even. You guys could have felt like cheated by your exes, mistreated by them. They could have told you nobody's going to want you. You're too, unattractive. You're too fat or whatever. Nobody wants you. You're whatever. You're low value, something like that. It's like you want to get justice. You want to get justice for the little girl who was ignored, mistreated. Not even a little girl, a young woman who could have been cheated on. This could be a rebound situation too. The Seven of Pentacles. Like, we just broke up 6 months ago and he's already married to somebody else. I'm going to prove to him that I can find somebody too. There's a sense of competition here, not just with other women, but with the men you've dated in the past, to prove that you're desirable. And so you don't really care who fills in that void. But if you don't hear what you want to hear, you just dismiss them outright. You don't really have any patience. You don't really want to get to know them. All you care about is, can they do the job, which is to make you feel important, valuable, loved, validated. But it's one-sided here. I think it's one-sided. I think this is you. Both of these women, this is your adult version, and this is you as a child. You're trying to heal your inner child, but in, I'm going to say a petty way. It's kind of petty. We'll see. Clarify the Six of Cups and the Justice card, please, for Group A. Judgment, yeah. The Ten of Swords, right. You went through some sort of heartache, and you're trying to prove, and it's not just the first time. It's throughout your life you've had disappointments in love and relationships, and now you want vindication. Now you want to prove to other people that they were wrong about you, that you are good enough. You could have been dealing with somebody who told you that nobody's going to want you, you're too old, whatever. You could have been treated unfairly. Judgment, Ten of Swords. There's a fear of commitment here. You're afraid of commitment. That's why you're not trying to date anybody who you could have feelings for. You're dating someone based on like some sort of superficial criteria. How tall they are, their job, how much money they make, if they have kids, do they want kids, that's it. You don't want to get hurt. Again, the devil's here. You're using this person as a rebound. They can sense that. Whoever you're trying to attract, or if you're out here with this energy, whoever you're dating can sense that they're just a placeholder for you. Judgment, the devil, and justice. Yeah, you want justice, and this is like getting revenge. Being haunted by, again, social conditioning, being mistreated as a child, abandoned, neglected, told you weren't good enough. You did everything you were supposed to do. You became a high-value woman or man. And now you want your spouse. You're like, I've earned the right to be happy. And you want to prove everybody wrong who betrayed you. It's like you're trying to get revenge by, it's a rebound in a sense. You want to prove that you're desirable by like rushing to a new relationship and getting married within 6 months to a year. See, I wasn't the problem. You were the problem. I found a husband or wife within 6 months of breaking up with you. This could be for a man too, not just a woman. So there's some pettiness here. There's like vindictive energy. There's someone being a placeholder or looking for a placeholder. This is not about love. Someone's Venus has been afflicted or damaged by Pluto, betrayal, Saturn, denial, rejection, Mars, abuse, competition, Neptune, deception, manipulation, exploitation. There's an affliction here with Venus. I don't know exactly how. We'll see. I mentioned Venus in Capricorn earlier, the Devil card. The Devil represents like traps, obsessions, soul ties. You want revenge, but it's not like against any one particular person per se. You want to prove the world wrong. Seven of Cups. The Seven of... You see how we go from the Six of Swords to the Six of Cups, and then the Seven of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups. It's like these cups have been converted into swords and pentacles. Emotions have been replaced by like practical needs. This is being logical. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. It's like this is you're not dating based on feelings anymore or how you feel about somebody. Your feelings they don't mean anything. You don't care about that. You're going to go from these cups to the swords and the pentacles. Very dry, direct, lack of empathy, no patience, no love here. There's no love here. Venus is damaged. It's just, can you do the job? It's like marrying somebody to make somebody else jealous. You're not really considering how that's going to affect the other person. All you care about is making somebody else, a third party, feel bad. But this friendship here, 3 people are here. All you care about is making a third party feel bad. 7 and 6 is 13. 3 and 1 is 4. That's the 4 of Cups. There's depression here. The sense of rejection. It's like you're not even, you know what? You're not even interested in finding a partner. I think you just want to feel better right now. Like, you just want the experience of being courted and dated and like wooed to heal this trauma or to heal this betrayal or heartbreak. So if you meet somebody, you're not going to follow through anyway. Like, if you meet someone who's a good partner and they wine you and dine you and they give you everything that you said you want, once it reaches a higher level of commitment, you're probably going to sabotage it. 10 of Swords and the Devil card, because you're afraid of being betrayed again. So you just want someone to make you feel good right now, but you're thinking that if I get married, that'll be the solution, and it's not the solution. I think you're going to chicken out and get cold feet if you really met somebody who loved you, because you don't think you deserve to be loved. Or if this person that you're meeting loves you, they fall for you, you're not going to be attracted to them like that because they just met some criteria on the list. You're with them for superficial reasons. Like Joan was with the dude with the thumbnail looking head. What's his name? The dark skinned guy? Was it? I forgot his name. Silas? I forgot his name. You guys know what I'm talking about. It wasn't the light skinned guy. It was the one who was a Hollywood star. Joan from Girlfriends. He was like the celebrity. His career was being picked up or is getting elevated. And Joan kept nitpicking him because she was jealous about Tony getting married before her. But she was settling for him in the first place. So whoever you're going to meet, After they wine you and dine you and make you feel better about yourself, you're going to realize you were settling for them, and you're going to sabotage this. You'll end up being confused. I don't know what I want. You went from, I want to get married, have kids, family. Okay, this person, they're down for it. But then once you're there, you're almost there, you're realizing, oh my God, I don't want to do this. 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to abandon this investment. So it's like you rushed to commit. It's like love bombing. I'm going to say it's almost like love bombing, yo. You rushed to commit to this person. You guys had this whirlwind affair. There's a quick proposal. You're on social media posting your pictures. And then the 10 of Swords and Judgment. Then now you're confused. You don't know what you want. You're not investing in this anymore. You're detached from it or disconnecting from it in some way. So you rushed because you didn't want to go through the healing process in an organic way. Because you didn't want to heal yourself. You rushed for like a temporary band-aid. You found a temporary band-aid or someone who will make you feel better right now. But this 7 of Pentacles reversed, you didn't want to go through the process of healing, which is very slow. It may take a long time to find out why you keep attracting these types of relationships and why you keep getting betrayed. But you wanted to rush the process of healing by way of a rebound relationship. And that's going to backfire. Because you're going to end up committing to someone you don't really have feelings for. And then you'll sabotage it and you'll be confused. I don't know what I want here. That's why you're blocking yourself. There's a lot going on here. Okay, Spirit Guides, please, Group A. What is preventing Group A from connecting with a love partner, attracting a soulmate, manifesting love? What's preventing them from doing that? We'll see. We have gratitude was reversed though. Gratitude. A lack of gratitude. Gratitude. I mentioned earlier that you may have a lot going for you, but you don't appreciate it because of this childhood wound here. It's like you have the money, the car, the house, you're beautiful, but you want the missing piece of this puzzle, which you think is another person, but it's actually you healing your own trauma. You're not grateful for what you have. You always want more. Kind of like Martell with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Even with Joan and Girlfriends. I'm not saying you should settle for less, but you using somebody as a placeholder is not elevating your standards. It's not having high standards, right? You dating someone just because you don't want to be alone to compete with somebody else to make somebody else feel jealous is not raising your standards either. That's also disingenuous. So one more please for the collective of Group A. You're the source of your own problem here. And you're going to find that out. Wisdom, yeah. Discovery and guilt, right. Now, you guys could have sabotaged a relationship. Victim. Forgiveness, right. The lack of forgiveness here. You haven't forgiven the people who have hurt you in the past. You could feel guilty about using this person this way because you don't, whoever you're trying to rush into a commitment, they could be better off as friends for you, but you're love bombing them. That's what it seems like. This is like a whirlwind affair or romance that is just to make you feel better about breaking up with your ex. But once it's supposed to reach a higher level of commitment, like marriage or having children together, you're going to realize you don't want to be with this person. You just use them. That's where the discovery and the guilt comes in. The heart keeps showing up Venus energy. Yeah, there's jealousy over. You're trying to make somebody jealous. Or you're trying to prove your ex is wrong. Like, all the exes who cheated on you or said you weren't good enough, or it's 10 swords. Like you're still holding a grudge about past lovers or past relationships that didn't work out. And now you're rushing to prove everybody wrong by getting married to someone you're not even in love with, just to make yourself look better or feel better at their expense. Hence the guilt. And then the 10 of swords and the 7 of cups and the devil and judgment. Like this is not really fair to them, but justice and the devil. Like your justice is someone else's injustice. So because you want justice against your ex or people who've hurt you, you're going to hurt somebody else who didn't do anything to you. That's not fair. And I think you're going to learn that at some point. You're going to learn that, okay? All right, Group A, that is the end of this reading. If you want to order a personal reading, the link is in the description box. I look forward to reading your feedback. And now on to Group B. All right, let's go to Group B. We have the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Water in reverse. What is preventing you from manifesting your soulmate, spouse, life partner? What challenges are you facing in love? 8 of Swords and the Ace of Water. Interesting. So there's a lack of self-love here. You guys haven't walked away from an ex. There's could be a soul tie here. In this deck, the 8 of Air represents, it's like feathers falling to the ground. There's water here. There's air and water. Head over heart. But these feathers are falling into this water here, the Ace of Water. Someone's losing their feathers. You have to shed some outdated beliefs about yourself. You guys could have been raised in a situation where you were conditioned not to love yourself or put your own needs first. You guys are too, I would say not too emotional. There could be some mental health issues here. Mental health issues, potentially, like depression, anxiety, severe insecurity. There could be shame also. This is not other people. This is you. This is all you. Which is the case in most situations when it comes to relationships. You attract people who are a reflection of you, for better or worse. It's like there's a victim mentality here, or victim mindset. Woe is me. So you're not healing. You're not healing because you're not, it's almost like you're dating all these people who are not good for you. And instead of seeing it for what it is, you're more so focused on the outcome, which wasn't positive. So, okay, yes, I fell in love with all these bum ass dudes who were toxic and dysfunctional and abusive, but I'm mad it didn't work out. You're more upset about these relationships failing than them actually not being good for you in the first place. You're not learning. So it's almost like I'm failing. But you're not seeing that these people weren't good for you in the first place. So you're like, you're not learning here. You're not seeing things clearly. You're more so focused on their rejection. Like you're not seeing their rejection as your protection. You're seeing it as rejection. That's it. They don't want me. But they're not good partners anyway. Like these people are users, manipulators, liars, cheaters, whatever. But you're more so concerned about the fact that it didn't work out than the fact that they weren't good for you in the first place. This is very egotistical. You wanted to win. It wasn't about, you want to win. You want to win people over. You want to fix people. You attract projects. So you want to fix these people. So it's like when you can't fix them, you feel like you've failed at your job. It doesn't matter that this person wasn't compatible with you in the first place. The idea that you couldn't fix them is the issue. You could have like Neptune, Moon conjunction, opposition, or squares. You need to be needed. You have like broken wing syndrome. Broken wing syndrome. Trying to fix broken people to feel better about yourself. You don't really care about the fact that they weren't compatible with you. You were only concerned that you failed to convert them and to make them love you. You couldn't save them from themselves. You could have a martyr complex or savior complex. Memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. Yeah. Watch this. Good fortune reverse. I'm going to keep it reversed. Invite magic in. You cannot attract good fortune because you're still beholden to these negative memories. It's like you've dated so many bums, and I don't mean just bums financially, like so many people who weren't good for you that with these 8 swords, that's all you can see now. Like everybody's a bad guy. You went from being too idealistic to too cynical because you kept picking broken people to fall in love with in the first place. You kept trying to fix them. So because you're like attached to the memory of the trauma of your failure, you can't attract good fortune. There are opportunities coming towards you, but you keep picking the wrong people. You keep picking people you got to fix who need you. And you're not seeing it. Inspiring others, yeah. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. So you are somebody who likes to save people. But then you don't get appreciated for that. You get taken advantage of. But instead of like learning from that and learning to do differently or to not make the same mistakes, you're like, oh, God doesn't like me. I'm cursed. Everybody's bad. Nobody loves me. I'm not good enough. When in actuality, the fact that these relationships ended was good fortune. It was a good thing they ended, but you don't see it that way. You see it as a failure because you have a savior complex. You want people to, you're trying to buy people's loyalty, or you're trying to like love people or heal people into being loyal to you. If I fix you, then you have to be loyal to me. You have to love me if I fix you. You keep attracting broken people. That's why the feathers are falling off of this angel. You're allowing yourself to be used and manipulated and taken advantage of, hoping that these broken men or women will reciprocate with unconditional, undying love that you don't even have for yourself. That's the problem. Okay. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. So you want approval from these people who you're trying to save. And you can't save them. That's not your job. But instead of seeing it that way, you're like, oh, F everybody. There's bitterness here with the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Water. All I try to do is help people out, and they take, no, you keep attracting the same kind of people. You keep trying to save people and not seeing that that's not your job. So it's this kind of, some people say that's like altruistic narcissism. I don't like using a word all the time, but it's like, if I save them, they have to love me. They must be loyal to me. I need them to need me. If they don't need me, then they won't love me or take care of me or be loyal to me. It's like buying somebody's love. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? like your relationships were never playful. You were always saving damaged, broken, mentally ill, broke people. Drug addicts, sex addicts, just so there's no fun in your relationship. It's a job. You're trying to fix them like a nurse or a therapist. What would happen if you added more play and laughter in your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take the time to play. Let go of the need to produce anything. Meaning, let go of the need to fix anything. It's like, I'm going to take this broken, busted down man. You know, he got no job. His hair is fucked up. And I'm going to turn him into what I want him to be. And then he'll have to be loyal to me. He'll have to love me because I fixed him up. See, I'm a good person. So this is an issue with self-esteem and like self-sabotage. All right, Spirit guys, please continue the story. That was quick. We have... This came out in the first spread. Let me just reshuffle this because I don't like when that happens. It could be the same. We'll find out. Let me please calibrate the deck to align with Group B. Continue the story, please. Page of Swords. The Ten of Swords. It would come out again. And I did. Now, this Ten of Swords is different from the other one. The other Ten of Swords says Ten of Swords. So this was meant to come out. The Page of Swords is learning, communication, having an immature mindset. It's like, this is like being a victim. You're not learning from your experiences here. You're not. You're blaming somebody else for being who they are. You met these people. When you met these people, they were not good people. That's why you tried to fix them and save them. But instead of like acknowledging that and taking responsibility for that, you're like, oh my God, nobody likes me. They all hate me. Don't talk to me anymore. I'm done with everybody. There's a bitterness that's setting in here with this Ten of Swords. Everything is fine. I'm good. So there's no healing. You're going to act like everything is good because you weren't the problem. They were the problem. They were the ones who didn't accept your help. They were the ones who were cheating on you. But you're the issue because you kept engaging with them in the first place. You kept giving to these people who didn't care about you. And you knew this. So this is you not taking responsibility for picking the wrong partners consistently and intentionally. You're doing it on purpose. The more busted or broke down somebody is, the more damaged they are, the more attractive they are to you. I can fix them. I can save them. They need me. If they need me, they have to love me. Some of you guys are raised or conditioned to believe that you're only worthy if you're taking care of other people. The Sun and the Eight of Cups. Walking away from something. We got the 8 and the 8 here. We're going from the 8 of Cups to the 8 of Swords. Walking away from someone or something and like completely detaching from them. But the joy is here. There's sun. There's happiness here. Fulfillment. You feel free. This is Leo energy. Let me see what's going on here. The Sun card and 8 of Cups. This is a contradiction. On the outside, you look like you got it all together. I don't need them anyway. They're bums. I'm doing good. I'm doing me. But internally, you feel bitter. You're putting on a front as if you don't care. Because you haven't learned your lesson yet. This is what's going on the inside, and this is the outside. Or you could have been the kind of person that would like brag about your partners on social media, right? Couples goals. So you would find somebody dusty, you would clean them up, and you would use them to like validate your self-esteem. Leo energy here. You may have Saturn in the 5th house. Again, Neptune square the sun, moon, or ascendant, or even Venus potentially. This is Pisces energy. Pisces and then Leo. There's an in conjunction here. Someone's lying to themselves and they don't see how they're contributing to their own unhappiness. It's almost like one hand doesn't know what the other is doing. You're overcompensating in some area of your life. The in conjunction represents like dysregulation or compartmentalization, and you justify certain things you justify your behavior, which prevents you from healing. Okay, this man's a bum. He doesn't love you. Yeah, but he needs me. If I do this for him, why wouldn't he want this? Again, he is who he is. He's not going to change, or she's not going to change, right? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, as they say, whatever. But then when this person shows you who they are for the 15th time and you can't ignore it, now you're mad. You're not seeing how you've contributed to the situation and how you keep making the same mistakes with the in conjunction. You're not seeing that your behavior is directly reflecting the outcomes that you're getting. This is all you. It's not a matter of them not appreciating your martyr complex. That's not their job. Their job is to take advantage of you. So what is your job? To keep being taken advantage of and then blaming them for being who they are? And then you'll say, I'm just a kind, generous person. Well, they're just an asshole. Why are you trying to save people who have told you that they're cheaters, who don't really care about anybody, who have bad dating history, who don't have anything to offer? That's your choice. You're not seeing that. There's an in conjunction here. You guys could have like Venus in conjunct Neptune or something like that, or Moon in conjunct Venus. So you're not seeing how your actions, your behaviors, your reactions, your responses is contributing to this disappointment. You keep attracting damaged, broken, non-committal men who can't, or women who can't give you what you want. But you're blaming them for that. How are you blaming them for being who they are if you don't want to change who you are? Just like they are who they are, you are who you are too. This is very codependent behavior, but you're not seeing it that way. Because you can't break up with them. F you anyway, right? Ten of Swords. I'm good. I'm fine. But it's like you're bitter now. Now you don't trust anybody. You don't trust anybody because you have chosen, or you've made a career out of trying to repair broken people and have gotten nothing in return but more trauma. Your resources being depleted. A lack of appreciation. Where's the money at? Your money's being affected by this. 2. One more, please, for the Magician, 2 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Chariot, and the Empress. Here's the money. Okay. Is this sticky? Yep. King of Cups. Now, let's look at this on this side. The King of Cups, the Empress, the Chariot, the Magician, the 2 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. I think you have met people who were more compatible with you in the past, who were willing to offer you what you wanted, but you kept psyching yourself out. You kept sabotaging those relationships, and you kept trying to fix the broken men or women in your life. So you had people who wanted to be with you, who would have been good partners, but you weren't attracted to people who had their stuff together. You were attracted to people who needed you, who were damaged. And then when it damaged you even more, you're mad now. You're bitter about them showing up as they really are. So you had opportunities for real love before. You still may have them now, but you're attracted to this brokenness here. The games, the drama, the gossip, the manipulation, the Magician, and the 5 of Swords. There's manipulation here. But you could be like, this is you doing it to yourself. This is self-inflicted. Yes, you were done wrong in the past. Yes, you were cheated on and taken advantage of and abused and lied to. Yes. But these people more than likely told you who they were from the beginning. And that's why you were attracted to them in the first place. You knew they had a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You knew they were hoeing around. You knew they weren't committed. You knew they had mental health issues. You knew they had addiction problems. You knew they were broke. You knew all this stuff. And you didn't care. You wanted to save them. This is very deep. I'm not going to get into why you're trying to save them, but Knight of Pentacles and the Temperance and the Seven of Wands. You're not healing here. You're not healing because you're not seeing things clearly. You're blaming the other person, or you're blaming other people or circumstances or how you look or bad luck for your decisions. So you don't want somebody who doesn't need you or who has it all together. Or you didn't want that. You may want it now, but you did not want that. You wanted to fix broken, damaged, broke, mentally ill people with addiction problems, and you wanted to save them. You wanted to buy their loyalty. And it backfired. More information, please, for Group B. Wait, did I miss? Some cards? No. I'm good. I'm sorry about that. Forgot. More information for Group B, please. Group B. More information, please, for Group B. Forgiveness. Yes, you got to forgive yourself and the people who hurt you. Otherwise, you'll be bitter because you're as much responsible for this as they are. It's not all their fault. Joy. I mentioned joy. The Sun card. Have fun. Enjoy life. You kind of made your relationships a job. You never had time to enjoy a partnership where you both were bringing something to the table. You were always trying to fix people who were damaged and broken and didn't have much to offer. Like you could have a Venus in Virgo or Venus in Pisces. Venus in the 12th house too. Like your love language is acts of service. But you're servicing damaged people who are just going to take from you and leave you depleted. Ten of Swords. There are other people who are around you who want to be with you, but you don't see them because you're focused on this Five of Swords person here. Workaholic. Venus and Virgo. You guys, okay. Your love language is working and acts of service. You think a relationship is like, it's a job. There's no love and joy in your relationships. So you could have Venus in Capricorn, Venus square Saturn, conjunct Saturn, trine Saturn even, opposite Saturn. For you, it's like you never felt you deserve love. You felt like you had to earn love. You've always felt like you had to earn love. You were trained this way, or you were raised to believe this. You could have been working your whole life to take care of people who needed you, but they never reciprocated. So it's like you need to be needed, workaholic. You work yourself to the bone and work really hard to provide for your friends and family and loved ones. And that's your love language. This could be a Virgo, a Venus in Virgo. Forgiveness is like Pisces energy. And joy here, again, this is the in conjunction. In order for you to have forgiveness, or in order for you to have joy, you have to forgive yourself for making the decisions you did in the past and choosing the partners you did. Take responsibility for your actions so that you can heal. If you don't do that, then you'll end up bitter and rejecting everybody, even people who are good partners for you. The Empress and the King of Cups and the Two of Cups is here. But all you're focused on is this Five of Swords and this Ten of Swords. You're blocking your own blessings and you're blocking your own healing by not learning from your experiences and blaming somebody else for your decision to be their savior. This is not just one person. You've done this multiple times. And now you're asked out. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I look forward to reading your feedback. If you want to order a personal reading, the link's in the description box. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll speak to you soon.